John Fago here for the Trackside Super Late Model Friday Night Short Track Series. Unfortunately, participation is a little low for this particular track. We're going to do a 20-lap shootout for those who have shown up, which should be a 3-car field here. So in two and a half, a little less than 2.5 minutes, we will cruise on into that, and we will have it. Let's take a look here. It looks like, I don't know if anybody's put a lap in. We'll see where everybody shakes out here in the 2 minutes, but I only see times for the second place car is up there. Okay. But just a brief bit here about the Kern Raceway. This one is a bit unique, given the fact that this has progressive banking, 12 degrees in the bottom, all the way up to 14 degrees at the top, and 8 degrees on the straights. But the difference is there's an elevation that turns 1 and 2 are actually 10 feet higher in elevation than turns 3 and 4, so that will make the race a bit interesting. Let's go back into here and we'll see where they are starting. Let's hit the leader. All right, 20 laps of our 120 laps is going to decide this one. Who will it be? We've got Morgan Gwynn, Jarrett Strastic, and Chase Willis. Lights are off on the pace car. Next time by, we will go green for 20-lap shootout. This will be about the quickest we are going to have the most amount of excitement, the most amount of close racing that we're going to have this entire night. Guess we can call this a 20-lap feature here in the super late models. By getting ourselves ready to see what we're gonna do here. So this will be coming to lap 1, so we'll be should be coming to lap 20 on the ticker on your screen there. Pace car is off.
Green flag, green flag.
Green flag, and we're gone. We're off. Morgan Gwynn leads them down into the corner. Chase Willis is trying to see which way they're gonna go. Are they gonna go 3 wide? 3 different grooves? No, they don't. First and second. Single file. Chase Willis falls in line. Oh, we've got a spin in the back there. Jared Strastic's gone around. I don't know if anybody's got the ability to throw the caution or if they will. Oh, and Chase Willis has gone a little bit wonky back there. I'm into lap 3. Morgan Gwynn just running the heaters he probably qualified with there. The field has strung out considerably. I don't think we're going to have a ton of challenge here. if nobody throws anything, I think we are, we're going to make it interesting. I'm going to force him to have a caution at lap 10 just because I feel like it. First, second, and third scored on the ticker are the top three, the only three. 7 laps complete. Morgan Gwynn is in the lead. They are strung out pretty far. We're coming to lap 9 this time by. I don't even know how to throw a caution at this point.
Caution, yellow flag.
We gotta make it interesting. Sorry, boys, couldn't let that stay the way that was. We gotta have you guys close back up here. I thought maybe somebody's gonna throw a caution, so you guys can duke it out here for the last 10 laps. With you guys close back up there, I'm gonna hop back up in the booth.
We were wondering why it popped out.
Yeah, I was getting too strung out. I don't want that. All right. So apparently that didn't bring the caution out on the thing there. So we are back at halfway. They got a little strung out. They got some heat in their tires. Hopefully they will have a little bit more under themselves. I don't think, did maybe Jarrett Pitt. I don't know if he got any damage in any of that. He dropped back there. I was hoping that was going to get them all back up there. He is on pit road. I'm not sure if he's going to grab some tires here before this cycles back out here. Is he going to get back out there? That is the question. I think he's going to do it. I think he's going to do it. Lights are off the pace car. He's got to get his butt back around the track here, but this is maybe the only one time that and I think he's going to get there. All right. 10-lap shootout.
Green flag.
They're all back going. Nine laps left. Does anybody have anything for Morgan Gwynn? 8 laps are left. The gap is continuing to Chase Willis second place, 3/10, now to 4/10. Chase is trying. They're both trying to keep the back end underneath it here. These differing elevations to each of these corners is definitely Not an easy one to negotiate. Not a terrible points day for Jarrett Strystick, your winner last week, to end up in a third spot for this particular race. But Morgan Gwynn is going to make up some points here if he finishes this one on at the front. Got less than 5 laps, coming up to 4 laps to go. I don't think anybody's got anything for that number 73 of Morgan Gwynn. He's been fast. Was a strong contender for season 1 in or last season in the Wheel and Tour Modifieds. Car's just not handling like they'd like it to. There's not enough time to figure it out here. Chase Willis still falling back. It was 0.3. Now it is now almost 0.7 of a second. The 73 has over the 44. They got about as good a tires as they are going to have. If they had anything, now would be the time to do it. And I believe this is going to be lap 20. And I believe if everybody is on the same page, that should end it, or this is going to end it. I'm not sure which. Just in case. And that will be the session. Let us get a closer, tighter shot. 73 of Morgan Gwynn, fast enough to pull out to a almost 1 second lead over the second place car. Let's go grab our people and just see how much of a pain this track is. Hey there, Morgan Gwynn. This is John Fago in the booth. You got a copy?
Yes, sir.
Well, despite the fact that I threw a pity caution for the guys behind you guys, yeah, they could not stay with you. You were cracking out some laps. You had a 0.3 of a second lead a few laps after they got going, and had stretched it out to a 0.7 of a second lead. So you had a very fast car out there. What?
It definitely felt good.
How does it? I took the because I only joined the session as a spectator. I took the car out and just tried to do some laps, getting the audio working on this, and it was very, very loose coming off the corners or entering the corners. Get a lot of slide in there. How do you stop that from happening? Was it just cold tires, or is there some technique to getting into that corner?
I think it was just the track. Like after it cooled off, went to nighttime. Dude, this track is gripping right now. There's not tons of cars on here, so it's not gonna overheat like crazy. But it was sticking where I wanted to put it. Like I was murdering the chip coming down, like almost at the flag stand. It was already just bouncing. But it definitely felt good. Would have loved to see more cars in the field to race against. But still a good win for iRacing Addict Motorsports, and looking forward to more to come.
Alrighty. Well, congratulations on the top spot tonight, and we'll look forward to making our way to... Oh boy, I should pull up the proper schedule here. Next week, we'll be doing our 25 laps at Michigan International Speedway, our super speedway-esque style track. So we'll look forward to seeing out there and see if the short tracks will not be the only thing that you're good at, and see if you can make the drafting and that work for you.
Looking forward to it.
Alrighty, and let's go find second place Chase Willis. Hey there, Chase Willis, John Fagan in the booth. You got a copy?
Yes, sir.
The
Well, I
yellow
threw
wagon
uh,
out.
I threw a beautiful pity caution for trying to get you guys caught back up there. Thought maybe those little bits of being loose, both you and Jarrett got loose there at the very beginning. Just kind of trying to feel the cars out. You guys didn't get a whole race to figure out exactly how that was gonna feel for the on the track there. So what were those early laps like, and did you learn anything that helped you as the race kind of went on there?
Yeah, so I had zero practice in this car. Kind of had to figure out braking points and figure out the entry angle into the turns on the fly. Realized I could break it down into the turn a little bit deeper than I was, and I could drive better off of the turn. And once I started being a little more patient through the bottom of the corner and not trying to throttle it up too early, the car started hooking better. I was starting to take time off of my laps consistently. I took 2/10 off my consistent lap time in the last like 6 laps of the race. So it was a learning experience. It was not as loose as I originally thought. You just had to be patient.
Well, good podium for you tonight, and hopefully we'll get some more people back in here. Next race is going to be Michigan International Speedway, so a super speedway esque race for these super late models. So that will be a change of pace for tomorrow night, hopefully, or next week, Friday. Hopefully, it'll get some more people in the race, and we'll have a good crowd for the next one there. I definitely feel like you are one of the ones who will, as the race goes on, just continue to learn and find that more speed. So that probably is the one thing that probably hurts you the most tonight.
It is what it is. I'm okay with it though. Sometimes you just got to show up to do well, and showing up paid
Absolutely,
off tonight.
absolutely. Well, congratulations. We'll send you back. We'll grab Jared in here, and then we'll get out of here.
Thank you, sir.
Alrighty, Jared Strasik. This is John Fagan with the booth. You got a copy?
Yes, sir.
Well, we had a shortened race because of the participation in this particular one here. So you got loose a little early on. What did you learn as the course of that first little catch there, and to keep that car underneath it and to keep going there?
Honestly, I struggled trying to keep this car under me. Um, this is just a tough track for me, and these cars are, pretty loose. And I felt like if this was a much longer race, then I would have been driving much less aggressive. But I pushed way past my limit, and I just couldn't keep this car straight.
Absolutely. I mean, really, one of the things that I feel like the longer races versus a short kind of sprint there, you learn a lot over the course of those longer sections, and it definitely will help you and make you learn a bunch of stuff, then realize what you did wrong in the first part. So, not having that stuff there, this learning experience, I feel like if we do get some late race short stints, this is definitely going to help, though.
Oh, absolutely. I mean, I know now that can't be as aggressive as I was going into these corners, especially at this track. So it was definitely a learning experience. It may have been a short race tonight, but it was definitely a learning experience nevertheless.
And one thing that kind of caught my attention, when I did a little bit of the looking here about the track, I did not realize that not only is there progressive banking in the track, but turns one and two actually are 10 feet higher in elevation than turns three and four. And after I heard that and realized what I was doing when I just kind of ran a couple laps, just trying to get the audio check before I started this, I feel like turns one and two, if you go in too hard, that the difference in elevation, like the car's not entering that corner the same way, and I interesting.
Yeah, you definitely feel the car load a lot differently. Um, when you're going into turns one and two. I definitely feel like one and two was my strong suit, and three and four were definitely a struggle. And now knowing that the elevation change and how the car settles and unloads in the three and four makes a lot more sense.
All righty. Well, good finish still. Podium is still going to do good for the points. We're still pretty early on. Next week is going to be. All right.
A little entertaining. We're going to Michigan next week.
Yeah, we got Michigan International Speedway, so a super speedway-esque race for these cars. Hopefully, that'll get a few more people participating in that one, and just a different style of racing in that particular car. So we'll see who shines, and we'll see how that works out.
Absolutely, can't wait.
All right, well, you have a wonderful evening, and this will finish up our race for the evening.
Yes, it would. Appreciate you having me.
All right, man. Alrighty, well, apparently iRacing decided to crash or something, so that's actually not still up. Let's take one look at the schedule here again. Next week, August 21st, is going to be Michigan International Speedway for 25 laps here in the super lates. Again, that is Friday. Sessions open at 8:30 p.m. Eastern. Green flag drops at 9:30 p.m. Eastern. And our brief little we'll show our clip here for advertising for our next the next race, which is our Tuesday league, which is our Gen 6 league.
I would say decently calm.
With a dominating win at Dover, Noah Steele is now moved up to second place in the standings. Aaron May currently get points leader by 3 points. We move on to Auto Club next week, August 18th on Tuesday. Session goes live at 8 o'clock Eastern. Green flag drops at 9 o'clock. And we will see you guys there. Catch the race live on twitch.tv/tracksideofficial. And join the Discord if you are wanting to race with us.
Alrighty, well, that's going to do it for us tonight. Join us Tuesday for the Gen 6 League, or again Friday for our super late models at Michigan International Speedway. Good night, everyone.